All right, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of Happy Hour Live Chat. I'm Jerry with Big J Knives.
Guys, how you doing? It's Kevin with Boston Blade Reviews.
All right, guys. First of all, want to thank everybody for being on here tonight. If for some reason it's not telling us how many we have in. Oh, there it is. We got 10 people right now watching. So, guys, we just kind of, I don't know, we kind of want to do something a little different tonight. So, Boston, if you want to talk about that at all, about kind of the plan we talked about.
Yeah, so what we were thinking tonight, guys, is doing we're going to show some blades, obviously, like we usually do. But what we were thinking about doing is doing a Q&A also from your side. So if you guys have any questions, put them down there in the comment and in the comments. And, Big J, he'll throw it up on the screen if we can see it, if we get it in time, and we can answer them.
Yeah. Yep. As far as purchases recently, I don't think I've really bought a lot here recently, but one thing that we've done is I sent Boston a couple of cool blades and he sent me a couple, and I can't remember if we even spoke about these last week because we had, Mr. Georgia Adventure. We want to talk about him real quick. Let's just stop for a second and congratulate Georgia Adventure. He broke the 1,000 mark, and him and his wife actually put out a really good video today around 3 o'clock. I've already watched it. So, guys, you don't want to miss getting over to George's channel. Of course, after the live's over, but head on over to his channel. Be sure to watch that most recent video of his, guys. And it couldn't have happened to a more deserving human being. Right. You guys don't understand. I don't think a lot of people know exactly how giving he really is. Just an all-around great human being. And, of course, me and Boston, we just love his content. And, Boston, do you want to show something you just received from Randy?
Yeah, so like Big J was just saying, he is an absolutely awesome guy. I don't know if you remember. Sorry, guys, I got allergies. I was outside doing the yard today. I got allergies. But anyways, last week I asked him for one of the journals. The what do you call them? It's it's a journal, right?
Yeah, I call it a journal, a notepad. Basically anything you want it to be.
Right. So I was asking him for one of the journals, and I told him obviously I would pay him for it. And George is such a nice guy where I asked him for it, and he told me don't even worry about it. But this is absolutely beautiful, and I just want to thank George so much, so much. This is it here, guys. Check this out. Check this out, guys. This is, I'm in awe of this right here. This is absolutely beautiful. So that's the front cover of it. You can see there. It's got the U.S., the American flag right there. Beautiful stitching. Here's the other side with his EDC Leatherworks. This is his logo. And when you open it up, you have your excuse me. You have your notebook, your pad that you can write on. And this is just an app, and he also has his mark right here as well. But this, guys, this is absolutely beautiful. I love leather, as I told you guys before. I absolutely love leather. And this is just, you feel this leather. It's absolutely beautiful. I cannot thank Georgia enough for this. I will be using this every single day on the job. What he also did was he threw in a lanyard. Really nice lanyard, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but he put the skeleton up here at the top. Just a really nice lanyard that he threw in with it. And I told Big J earlier, I'm in awe, man. This is too much sometimes, and
yeah,
it's unbelievable. But yeah, just really, really appreciative of this. Georgia, thank you so much, brother. I'll be using this every day. And the packaging was unbelievable.
Oh, his packaging, that paper he uses, and I think his wife does a lot of that. But here's the one that he gave me. This, of course, is just a strap to hold it shut. But, look at that. Stamping on the back, but, on the inside as well. There's my stamps, how I mail out all my stuff to you guys. And then I always like to put a handwritten note from this in there. So I try to, as long as I know the note isn't going to be too long, I try to use this paper. But, guys, these are, please go check out his Etsy channel. Now, I do want to tell everyone, his Etsy channel is going to be on vacation for about a week and a half. So, give him some time because he's in the middle of moving right now. He bought a different place and is going to be moving his leather shop and everything to a different facility. at his new place. So guys, give him some time and be patient. But once he gets back open and running, we need to support him as much as we possibly can, especially if you get over to his channel, watch his most recent video. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. So get on over there as soon as this is over. Support Mr. Georgia Adventure and all he's doing for the community here. And since we do have 20 people on here already, Boston, we can talk about, I have 2 small items we can give away at like 45 or 50 minutes in.
Yep.
It's not really a lot, and Boston's going to look and see if he has anything. But guys, I'm out of decals. I'm out of about all my giveaway inventory. So I do have one more basic 511 left. And I bought this after Christmas, and I got a giveaway box with a bunch of stuff in it. So I'll just ship these out to the winner. And what I'll do is I'll keep your name and everything. And as soon as I get new, I should have new decals by hopefully Friday or Saturday of next week. And I'll ship some of my decals out to you. But I'll be sure if whoever wins that, I'll get that sent out. And I'll throw in a couple of those pins as well. So we got the pins that PNW Fun Stuff made. So I've got one I can give away because I'm going to keep the rest of them. I got 2 pins. Actually, I got 3 pins left in the knife. So I'll throw this in with those as well to the winner. That way, and also in my notes, when I do send those out, I do put who fabricated those pins and everything with your channel name and stuff as well, PNW. So PNW Fun Stuff, thank you very much. And I want to throw another thank you out to Sharp Guy ATX for last week's givings. Thrifty got that. I got him Thrifty's address right away. He mailed it out right away, and then Thrifty received it last week and sent a thank you along. So I don't know if Sharp Guy was tagged on that or not, but Sharp Guy Thrifty did send out a big thank you. And again, thank you from myself and Boston as well for that.
Yes, big time, absolutely. And like Big J said, he's going to be doing that little giveaway he has there. I'm going to be looking around while we're doing this live and see if I can post something up. I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm running short on what because a lot of my stuff is collectibles behind. But yeah, I'm trying to find something that I'll be looking. I'll look for you guys. So yeah. Again, I just talked to Georgia on the comments, and I just want to say again, Georgia, thank you so much. That was so kind of you. And when I watched your video the other day, I mean, last night I watched your video, and you're very deserving of everything that you get. So I just wanted to make that clear. I love it. Absolutely love it, man. I really do. Love leather, and something like that on the job I could use every day. So that's going to be put to use, Georgia. I really do appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, my weekend kind of got put in a whirlwind. My oldest boy and my granddaughter and his wife showed up Friday afternoon. I get a message at work, and he's like, "What time are you gonna be home?" And of course, I'm like, "Well, 4:30." And he sent me a picture. He was in the house here, so I got him and my granddaughter over. So I just been running around with her and kind of having a good time with them. But guys, also I want to tell you, don't forget about Slip Joint Sawyer. He sent me these killer decals. But I'll be talking about these in my next video that I do put up. And guys, I did put up some different content this week. I had 3 very different videos. And I do got to tell you guys, it took up a lot of time to make those videos, and I appreciate anyone who checked those out. I think my one Monday was using my battle horse, where I started a fire using my battle horse, a smoky mountain razor. So I got to use this knife, and I started a fire with it. I didn't cheat. I made some feather sticks and got me some fat wood and just went to town on it. So guys, be sure to check out that video. It's kind of fun making that different content now. As you could tell, the wind was still blowing here, but I was even in a sweatshirt, but I was able to get out there, get in the weather, feather stick, baton, make a fire, show you guys it can be done. So I appreciate anyone who watched that. And I had a big sharpening video that got put out yesterday, sharpening Boston's Para 3 lightweight. And I think Jerbs has become a part of the Cool Guys Club because Jerbs got him a Para 3 lightweight. I think it was one of the I'm not sure which one it was, but Jerbs, if you can chime in and tell us, I think it was some kind of limited run or something that someone had gifted him. But I did a video of sharpening this one yesterday, and I did a different. I'm not doing car chats anymore. I'm going to do box talk where I can actually pull blades out and show you guys. So that was just some different content I put up this week and had fun doing it. But I think Kevin, you've been working on something over there today.
Yes, so actually I'm not going to talk about it too much because I want to do a video. I'm going to be doing a video on it tonight, but I'll give you guys a quick view of it. Wait, I got it right here in front of me. Sorry, guys. So I just want to show you. I've been working on a forced patina. So as you guys know, Jersey. I don't know if Jersey's in the house.
I don't think he is. I haven't seen him.
Okay. Well, Jersey sent a few people the All-American Case Sodbuster Jr. and I put a forced patina on it. I don't know if you could blow that up, Jay.
I'm gonna solo you here just real quick.
So I forced that patina on there, and I love it. I think the contrast between the metallic. This is actually showing more black, but it's like a metallic black with the red. I think it looks phenomenal. And it's just a great. I love the Sodbuster Jr. anyways, but with this forced patina on here, I'm loving it even more. Absolutely loving it. Just a great knife anyways. And like I said, I've been working on that. It didn't take long. Just, really, honestly, it only takes about 25 minutes, half hour, depending on how dark you want it.
Can you show the spine of the knife? That way we can see the liners or your spring. No, show your spring and the blade all together in one shot if you can. Because on the back of it, you can see that. Yeah, you guys see how dark the blade is compared to the spring? So
right.
When those come, you guys realize that those are about the same shininess, but you can tell right there how dark that vinegar has that blade. It looks really good, man. It does.
Yeah, so when they come, this isn't the same knife, but this is a totally different knife, but the blade is obviously, this is stainless steel, but what I'm trying to say, the blade's that color, so it went from that color to this color.
Yeah, looks really good, man.
I appreciate it, man. So I worked on that today, and then I also worked on another patina using a different method, and I got this one going here. This is more of a spotty patina. Kind of looks like a, different patina guy. But I'm not going to show too much on it right now. I want to do a video on this tonight and basically how I got this patina. You guys, most of y'all know anyways. It's not a surprise. But I'll be doing a video on those tonight, guys. So.
Yeah, I like how that turned out. I was really impressed with that. You were sending me videos of the vinegar and how you were forcing that, and I just really liked how that turned out. And I'm actually looking for my red Stockman as we speak. Oh, it's right here. So here's my red one, and I'll just blow myself up here real quick. So you guys will be able to tell you see how uniform his is. And I got this one here like this just from I usually eat an apple at my 10 a.m. break. And then if I got a sandwich, I might cut the sandwich into or a burrito or something. But if you look, this is kind of what you get from just like slicing fruits and meats. And you can see, watch his video. That'll be coming out very shortly. And you're going to see the difference in how he got both of those. So there's just so many different ways you can do it. But man, that vinegar, I really like how that turned out, brother. I do.
I'm to be honest with you. You know what really makes it pop too is the contrast. The red and the black. You know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah,
it just turned out awesome. Really, really awesome. I'm really pleased with it. Now, when you do this, you can keep it in whatever your vinegar or however you're doing it. You can keep it in there as long as you want to get a darker blade or a lighter blade. But like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that tonight in the video.
Yeah, I don't know. Just when you were sending that to me and, you had the vinegar and the vinegar was bubbling and you're like, you kept checking on it like every 5 minutes or so, which is kind of what I do when I get these more basic 511s. That's what I do. I just heat up vinegar in a glass dish. Comes out of the microwave. I just stick it in there and let it sit because with these handles, you really can't mess these up. And
no,
you're really not worried about it anyway because it's a $10 knife. It's carbon steel, but
right.
I mean, at the same time, that knife's going to be protected now with whatever we cut with it. You don't have to worry about it rusting. really bad. I mean, it can, but I mean, is it going to be bad enough? I mean, we take pretty good care of our blades where it ain't going to be really an issue. So
yeah, you just got to be mindful enough. And, you know, a lot, I've seen people, it's funny because I like on Amazon and things like that. I've seen people, they say, oh, this knife rusted on me after 2 days in a comment. And it's like, well, you were doing something wrong.
yeah.
You know, then they'll say, oh yeah, I got it wet and I wiped it off and it was all rusted. Well, you didn't do it right. You oil it, this, that.
Yeah.
You rub some oil on it if it's carbon steel. But
Yeah.
what I wanted to show you too is if you look at it when it's closed, that looks pretty cool too.
Hey, let's blow it up so we can see it. Yeah.
You know, I think that looks pretty cool too when it's closed.
Definitely.
Like,
because I know when Jersey first sent those out, I think his plan was, you know, let's see how we can patina these. And then I was like, hey, I'm patinaing mine. And he's like, well, I want mine to go slow and even. I'm like, hey, the only way you can really do that is if you know, force it in a certain style. So I was like, I'm just going to use mine. I just use the hell out of it, and what comes of it comes of it. And
yeah,
you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
There's so many different ways to patina. You can cut hot meat.
Yeah.
And I was doing that with actually this knife here before I forced it. But if you use hot meat, you'll have like a bluish tone to it. It'll give you a bluish tone. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, you know, the Tina.
Oh yeah.
Tina.
And this 75, you know, I use this. And last night we usually buy hamburger by the bulk, and then we punch it down to like 1.5 pounds servings, and we freeze that. But what I did last night, I was using this to slice that hamburger up a little bit, just raw hamburger. And then of course I rinse it off in hot water and just kind of let it sit there on the back of the sink, and it got these spots. It's not rust or anything. It's just like some real dark spots on it there. But this one right here, man, this is my user. I take this to work every day. I drop it every day. You know, I just use the daylights out of this blade. And I'm very happy that I got it because I was watching a lot of Doom Crew and Randy's stuff, and they kept talking about these 75s, and I was like, you know, I got plenty of small Stockmans. And I had a larger Stockman, but it was a camelus. So I was like, hey, let's try a case and see what that's like. Because I never really carried that camelus one. But since I've got this, I've carried it dang near every single day. And it's just been a great blade to like have by my side.
BC Gerbs, he said, I do the same, Mr. J. In fact, we barbecue and burgers tonight. So. Oh,
yeah. Gerbs is on it. He knows. Cut them burgers, and then when they're done, cut them in two with that ketchup and that mayonnaise and that cooked meat. Yeah. I'll give you some nice tina.
So guys, just want to remind you, if you guys want to do a little bit of a Q&A, guys, you know, we can do that as well. If you guys have any questions for me or Big J,
definitely.
Yeah, we'll throw them up and we'll try to answer them the best you can, the best we can. I'm sorry, but yeah, let us know some Q&A. But I think Big J wanted to show off something over there, right? Didn't you want to show something?
I got this wax that I bought today at the Amish country. This is a big tub. This is 9 ounces, fellas. And this is made out of beeswax, mineral oil. I'm trying to actually find the ingredients here. But it's like beeswax, mineral oil, carnauba wax. So, I mean, it's all natural. And I've been using that Wicked Wax stuff. And I had that linked on my YouTube and everything. But a guy at work, I kind of gifted that to him. And I was like, I'll find me some different stuff. And I got this big tub of Howard's Wax It All down at the Amish country today for this big old tub. I paid $10 for this at it's like a little Amish general store / antique shop where they want like $80 for a plum axe. It looks like it's been beat to hell and back. So I was kind of pleased I found this because I'm going to try this out on some leather and some blades and see how it works. You know, what can it hurt? And let's see what we got. That wax will last a while. I use Hops wax cloth. Yeah, I'm hoping this should last me a long time.
It'll last a long, long time. How many was it? 9 ounces?
9 ounces, yeah. And I was actually going to James, it was in Arthur. Yeah. James Stork, he kind of lives fairly close and chimed in with Arthur, Illinois. And that's where we went down there, hit a barbecue joint and a couple of antique stores and BigJ's grocery store. So that's always a fun place to go. So, yeah.
Guys, I wanted to talk about a knife too. I don't really show this one often, but I know that not all of us here, but in the community, there's some people that are into titanium blades. Anyways, so yeah, there's people that are into titanium, and I wanted to try to get something that was titanium, but I wasn't willing to spend an arm and a leg. So I just wanted to show this. This you can get fairly cheap. I believe I got this for like, and $60 or something like that, $60, $70, but it is titanium because I put the magnet to it. It's put out by Tucson. So it's this blade here. This is a Tucson, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. But if you guys are looking for something like titanium that's not going to break the bank, this here, it has a flipper, works really, really well. This is all titanium here. And like I said, if you guys are looking for something titanium that's not going to, you can see Tucson right there, that's not going to break the bank, go on Amazon and look up Tucson titanium. And the only reason I mentioned that is because I got some comments before about, a budget titanium type of thing. And if you guys are looking for something like that, I would highly suggest it. It has the lanyard hole in the back here. Flipper works really nice, really, quick deployment. D2 blade steel, just a nice knife. I've had this now for about, 6 months, and it's just a good blade, guys. Nice, has a nice pocket clip on it. So just wanted to throw that out there. If you guys look at something on the budget side, look into Tucson. Tucson's making some good stuff. And I occasionally go over it and I look at Tucson's blades, and they got some nice stuff. This is a nice looking knife. So just wanted to throw that one out there.
Oh, yeah. We got Sog Grunt in the house now. Hey, Sog. But Sean actually has a question. We talked to people about asking us some questions, and Sean, of course, says, what's both each one? What is your favorite fixed blade you own, and what is your favorite folder? Everyone knows what my fixed blade is. I've sent it to people to check out, and mine is the Bark River Gunny so far. Now, I got to admit, I was pretty pleased with that Battle Horse Smoky Mountain razor, but the edge did not hold up. I mean, I think it's shaved paper. I went out and used it doing that little bit of fire making, and it can't even get through a piece of paper. Now, it's probably because it was probably sanded down on a belt, someone standing at a belt. And I do realize you got to sharpen down to get some hardened steel. So I'll sharpen that and see how it lasts after I sharpen it. But that's my favorite fixed blade, the Bark River Gunny. You can't beat it. And then, of course, my folder. I've been carrying this thing every single day, but to have something very quick that you can get out of your pocket, one-handed, open, one-hand closed, is the pair of 3. So the Bark River Gunny and the pair of 3, they're both green, guys. What about you?
I mean, honestly, I'd have to go with this small EDC. I just did a short on it today. Man, I'm loving this thing right here. This is Zula. This is just a fantastic, fantastic fixed blade. I mean, it's always been the Buck 119. So, it depends on what size you want to go with. But for an EDC, guys, this right here, I absolutely love this. I was actually out today. I was batoning with it, some light batoning. Not too light. I was hitting this thing, and I was doing feather sticks, and this thing is excellent, guys. Excellent. This has to be my favorite fixed blade right now. My favorite EDC fixed blade by far. Just because of how, fits right into the pocket, and just a great knife. I mean, that would be it for that. And as far as the
Sog said throw it.
Oh, hell yeah. I actually stuck it in the tree. It's on a short that I did earlier. I stuck it right in the tree. I was doing a tip test on it earlier. On the tip, it wasn't breaking, not even close, but man, I was beating on it a little bit.
Yeah.
As far as a folder, yeah. Power 3, guys. It's just the ergonomics on it, the ergos on this is just perfect. The way that it fits your hand, the way, with that compression lock, I mean, honestly, look at that. It's just smooth, so smooth. But a close second would be this here, the Boss.
Yeah.
It's the Buck Pro Sport. This would be a very, very cool. Actually, to be honest with you, I really can't say between the two. Both fantastic.
Yeah, they are. And of course, I had mine handy, of course, and I've been carrying this as well. I think Thursday I came and I put it in my Buck display case, but I did I think I did a short on how sharp I got this. So, I mean, this thing is razor sharp. And of course, I do have Boston's pair of 3 lightweight that I tuned up. I'll be sending back to him. But Sean says he thought for sure you were going to pick both Buck knives. So well, he did not. He didn't.
I mean, I love Buck guys, but when I find something good, hey, I also want to say something real quick because I got this question in a comment. It is from, let me find it here. I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with me.
And Georgia says his is a Saudi, a bug out, and a GEC 71. He got a new GEC 71 sent to him by Mr. Richter. I think he got it yesterday or the day before.
So James Stork says, Boston, do you have any Swiss Buck knives in your collection? And I believe that you asked me that in a comment before, and I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Do I have any Swiss Buck knives? I could be mistaken. I'm not really sure what you mean by that, James. I have like the Swiss Army knives, but I don't know what you really mean by Swiss Buck knives. And like I said, I could be totally wrong. They could make Swiss Buck knives. I just never heard of them.
Yeah, I actually put his comment up there. I went back and found it. So yeah, I'm not familiar with it either.
Yeah.
He said they were made by Winger. Wenger, I think it's pronounced Wenger, I think, but I'm not 100% sure.
See, that's you teaching me something right now. No, yeah. I don't own any. I don't own any, but I'll definitely look into those. I didn't even know that they existed.
Yeah, I've never heard of them, but a lot of companies made a lot of things for a lot of different brands that kind of look similar. Like Camelus made some Buck knives, but you look at my Craftsman Stockman, you can tell looking at that right away it's made by Camelus. I mean, just by looking at it, Camelus made a lot of blades for a lot of different companies, but James Stork says they're a small line of knives. So we might have to get on the old evil bays, as Richter calls it, and see what's going on with that.
Hey, James, thank you for even letting me know about that, because I didn't even know about that, brother.
Yeah, it could be like the Buck Barlow that you have to sell a small child to get, because they're unreal, ain't they?
They had a Buck Barlow on eBay that I should have grabbed. I think it was going for what was it, Jay? It was like $150.
I think it was probably more than that. I know that they're really expensive, but James says they're a black with a small red logo on the scale. I picked up the wrong comment there, but there's a comment right there. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for it.
I got a black one with a small red logo.
Yeah. What's that one called you got there? The light?
Yeah, this is the Buck Light.
See, I'm learning.
Huh?
I'm learning.
Yeah, this is the Buck Light. This is a fantastic knife made from Buck.
Yeah.
Just a great one. Great knife. It's actually the 450, model number 450. Just a great knife.
I want to show something else that you sent me real quick. I don't think I even showed this last week, but he sent me, what's the name of this thing again? This little Buck knife. What's the name of it?
So that right there, that's the one that I said. That's the Buck Rush.
Look at that thing. Thing fires with some authority. So this is a Buck Rush. It's the model 290.
I love that thing.
Now, it's got a locking mechanism on the back of it. And I think he sent this to me because I had picked up one at the flea market that had the same locking mechanism on it, but it wasn't the same knife. And I just think Lee wanted a little too much for it. And I was looking at some other things. But if we look at that, we got these thumb studs here. It's a liner lock knife. But, I mean, you can definitely open and close it one-handed.
It's a good self-defense knife as well.
Oh, yeah, it is. So, guys, the Buck Rush, this thing is phenomenal. I mean, we got a pocket clip on it there, but I mean, you pull this out, unlock it, and you're ready. If you need to cut something real quick or whatever you need to do with it, but The Buck Rush, guys, right here. I'll be doing a video on this week, so look for that content because I got these back to Boston before the end of the week. So,
guys, that's actually an amazing knife. That's an amazing 290 Rush. They discontinued them, and a lot of people are asking to bring those back. But they're amazing knives. I want to show a knife that Big J sent me that I'll be doing a video on as well. It's a case, and this case right here, I love it, and I'm gonna show you one more afterwards. But let's get this out here. Whenever someone sends me a knife, you know, I always very careful with them because it's not mine. But look at this, guys. Absolutely beautiful. This is the Case Barlow. I mean, take a look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that bone. Beautiful knife. And I'm not sure where he got this, but it's in great condition.
got it to flea market off Lee.
Yeah, guys. If you guys know, okay, you did, yeah. If you guys know me, I love a Barlow. It has half stops. Just a beautiful, beautiful blade. I mean, look at that thing. Absolutely love this knife. I love that bone on there. And then you have your, you know, there's your main clip point blade. Half stop again. Sorry, guys. Half stop again. And then you have your little pen blade over here. Love it. Absolutely love it. Great knife. I'm going to be doing a review of this because I'm really enjoying this knife. You know, I don't use any of the things that he sends me because these aren't users. These are collection, you know, part of his collection. But just a fantastic knife there. One more I wanted to show you that he sent me was this one here, which I'm really, man, I'm digging this. But this is a buck knife, and this is the Buck Trapper, Mini Trapper. And I'm still trying to figure out what these handles are, guys. I'm going to bring this in close. Can you see that? How it's dark and let me see this side. It's dark.
Yeah.
And it has like, you really can't make it out, but it has brown tints to it. But anyways, guys, this knife here is fantastic. You don't really see these too much, the Trappers. Nice clip point blade right there from Buck. And then you have your, you know, you got the blade there. This is a very usable blade. I like when they're long like this because you really can get some work done. But we'll take a look at that clip point.
See, slip joint. Sawyer saying buffalo horn as well.
That's what I'm saying. And
but I don't know if I need to send that into Buck and be like, well, what the hell do I have here?
I'm saying it's buffalo horn, guys, and I've looked at this on the internet over and over and over again, and the only thing I can think of is buffalo horn. But just a beautiful knife, just great snaps.
Yeah, and it has half stops, and it's just crazy finished. Like the back springs on that thing, there's absolutely. I mean, it's like GEC quality. Here, I'm going to solo you so you can show the people.
Look at this, guys. I mean, there is nothing. There is zero gapping. The fit and finish into the bolsters. I mean, it's just amazing knife.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Maybe Kirby Creek Outfitters on here, and I know I've been enjoying his content as well. I don't know if anyone else has seen a lot of his videos, but I mean, he's got this property out in the middle. I don't know where it's at, but I mean, this guy knows where everything on that property is at. Animal carcasses, when them animals have, when those animals kind of went down, you know, what the coyotes did with the carcass and where they drug it to and stuff. I just find it fascinating when people get out like that and kind of take us along. And he and Kirby Creek Outfitter, I think one of his videos he dulled, I think it was a buck 110. I think he dulled it with a river rock, and then he sharpened it with the same river rock. So guys, go watch his. I mean, I love content I love the outdoor. Like I say, Addicted to Blades, Saw Grunt. I mean, their content's better than mine because they're outside doing action, and that's, you know, I just can't do that a lot here just because of the weather. But last week, man, I got out in it, and yeah, it's just great to get outside and do that outdoor content like that. Start a fire with a knife and a ferro rod that you hadn't done since last summer, and it was a great time. But if you guys haven't seen Kirby Creek Outfitter, get over to his channel and check it out. I find it really enjoyable. And he had a great knife story. I think that came out a few weeks ago. But that's one I recommend as well. But the one of him going around his property and showing the animal carcasses and stuff, and he kind of knew when that happened and where it got drugged to. It fascinated me. So, guys. And another thing I've been doing in my shorts. Have you seen my new shorts I've been doing out by the garden where I've been dropping the knives into my stump?
I like that.
I'm like, everyone's got a stump. I'm like, and me and my wife were watching a video of someone the other night. I think it was What's the Point EDC. He's like, I'm out at my stump. And Sarah, we were laying in bed. It's like 9 o'clock at night. And she goes, well, you got a stump. And it just never dawned on me. I was like, yeah, I got a stump. You can see where I've took an axe to it and started a fire on it. So I'm out there messing with my stump now, dropping blades tip down and seeing them stick.
It's that time of year too, though.
Yeah, it just, once you get in a group, and when I first started YouTube, one thing I wanted to do is make sure I never fell into this hole of, this is what I do. I always want to do this. I want to do different stuff, like the live. When you mentioned that to me, we kind of played with it until we made it happen. The tabletop reviews are great, and I love those too, but I love being outdoors, honestly, and just getting out there in it. And the damn dogs were barking the entire time during my video. I was like, hell, I'm uploading this, and the lighting wasn't set right on the camera because I forgot to change it from indoor to outdoor. But I was like, you know what, screw it, we're going with it. And Thrifty says you're outside in the car. It's like, yeah, but I'm even changing it out, man. I ain't doing no more than car chat videos. I can't reach for my knives quick enough, Thrifty. But yeah, and Sog says he loves the live, and Thrifty says the wife loves the stump. They're out there sitting at it right now, actually. Got the granddaughter out there. So, yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, they're out there. Yeah, they're out there just doing different stuff. But guys, hey, reminder, here in about 10 minutes, we're going to do a giveaway. Again, we don't have a lot because I think I'm out of stickers. I'm going to order some, and I will get whoever wins stickers later on in the week. But again, I'm going to give away this Ozark Trail multi-tool. I bought this after Christmas to put in my giveaway box because that's when me and Boston really started kind of thinking about the live and stuff. But I also got a more basic 511. It's just a unique pastel type collar. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of wives love these for the kitchen. I love mine for the car. So the winner is going to get these two things from me. Then I'll send you some stickers later on in the week. So there's those two things that someone's going to get here in about 10 minutes.
Guys, I finally pulled the trigger, and I'm going to send Big J the Buck 110 Auto Elite.
Oh, man.
It took a lot for me to do this. Not because of him. I trust him. The mail, you got to be careful with the mail. Things get lost. But I was so busy last week that I wasn't able to send it out, but it's going out this week. So Big J, he's going to be doing a review on this. This is a bad boy right here. This is not a user. I told him that already. This is my baby right here. But I'll be sending this to Big J to do a review on, guys. And there was actually a open tag going around about a knife that you should try or you should own or whatever. I was going to say this, but I didn't want to because it is a little high price, and I want to keep things in the budget range where people can afford it. These are, I don't want to say they're crazy high price. I can't remember. You'd have to look it up. But there's two different types of these automatics. You have the ones with the brass bolsters here. The brass bolsters. It looks just like the 110, the original. But then you have the Elite version, which is the one with the G10. And yeah, guys, just a phenomenal knife. But Big J, he said to me, he goes, hey, man, before remember he said to you guys, he goes, yeah, he's not budging. Well, I'm budging. I'm going to send this over to him to review. This will be in the mail for you, Big J, this week.
Thank you. And guys, I think I'm around 955 right now.
Yeah, he is.
So, actually, I'm going to check. Yeah, 954 is what it's saying right now. I'm going to update it here real quick. But I am so close to 1,000. Actually 953. I went down. Someone unsubbed me. So, as Sarah, my wife says, "Oh no, Boston, he does a review on that, and he'll have to get one." I don't know. We'll see.
I just seen that.
We'll work some overtime. See what happens.
That's hilarious. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, hey, we got to keep the content fresh, right?
we gotta buy.
I tell you what, I haven't bought like an expensive knife in a while, honestly. I can't remember when the last time was that I spent. Well, even the Buck, the Sport Pro, I had $35 in store credit to DLT, so this only cost me $99. So I've been trying to keep it low. You know,
Have
a
I?
couple times a year, I'm going to be doing some traveling before too long. Got the granddaughter's birthday coming up, so and I do other things too. So fishing will be kicking off here very soon, so I'll be in the water quite a bit, and it'll be a good time. But I actually done a short tonight on a knife that Gerbs is going to like to see. So let's show this one, and then we'll go into the giveaway. But I got my ULB out because I wanted to start using it a little bit, and had to put me a new convex edge on this when I got it. But I like using this little blade. This is the ultralight Bushcrafter from Bark River. It's in 3V steel. What I did is I took it from 220 grit to 2000 wet sandpaper, convex style, and I had to do that myself because the thing didn't come sharp. But we got elk stag handles. It's full tang knife, of course, but we got this side. It's kind of dark.
I love that.
Right here is even darker. So, and it's a nice little knife. Like if you're just going on a 5-mile hike or something like that through the woods, this is a great little blade to kind of carry with you. If I'm going for a few days, I'd rather have a gunny with me and maybe a silky saw. But I mean, if you really needed something, this is going to get it done for you guys. This is just all around great knife. I did a short on this tonight. I let her drop into the stump of love out there, and she stuck in point first. But it's a user. I use it. This is probably my most expensive Bark River, and I actually use this one. So, because I got a few that I don't use, but this isn't one of them. Look, we got a pretty cool sheath. You can tell that I put the open offs on this. Got the little ferro rod again. I don't pay a lot for ferro rods. I just get what I get a multi-pack of them or whatever and put them on my sheaths and kind of run with it. Honestly, I'm not looking to have a $75 ferro rod.
I think that's one of my favorite fixed blades that you own.
This one here?
And I was just saying, I love it.
Well, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you to check out. This will come in the next round.
Well, when I send out the Auto Elite, you can send that one out.
Yeah, I'll definitely send it to you. I don't care because
I'll have to buy one of those then.
Yeah.
Are they still?
What's that?
Are they still making them?
Oh yeah, you can probably get them. Yep.
What's the name on it?
What's that?
What's the name of it?
The ultralight Bushcrafter. Everyone calls it the ULB just for short because they got the regular Bushcrafter. It's a lot larger.
Got it.
Yep. This one here is just a little. I've probably done a video on this in the past. I'm really not sure though. Probably when I first got it, but my video quality wasn't the greatest back then, and I probably need to go through and actually redo some of those videos with my new camera equipment and stuff, and just get some better quality stuff up on some really. Because I got some really good pieces that I've done videos on, and you can barely see the knife because there was no lighting or there's air conditioner going on in the background or something. Just
same with me. It's all trial and error.
Georgia Adventure asks, "Is that Bark River stainless?" It is the 3V. It is stainless. It's the 3V. They call it super steel. All these new, like the crew wear, the 3V, the 15V, and all that stuff. But yeah, like Don C says, it's semi-stainless. I think that's what Mike Stewart says up there on the website. It's not full stainless. It will. I don't know if you use it enough. I guess it'll get some kind of teener on it, but I don't know. I haven't really got any with teener on it, but that's what I'm going to use this summer. I'm going to use it when I fish and stuff, and that way because it's really light, it doesn't weigh nothing. So. But Jerb said he's making some sweet ferro rods up there. And again, if you guys have any questions, kind of throw them up there. But Boston, do you have a pen and paper over there?
Yes, I do. Actually, the one that Georgia Adventure just sent me.
Okay, you want to open up to the first page and write a number down between 1 and 100?
Yeah, let me just grab a pen.
Okay. We're going to do the giveaway, guys. It's 44 minutes and 37 seconds. And we will let you guys know when to start putting your numbers up. So don't do it right now. Just give us a second. He's got to get a pen here real quick.
I got it.
All right. So on that first sheet there, just write a number down.
Got it.
All right, guys. Hey, right now, pick a number between 1 and 100, and we'll see who the winner is going to be. We got Richard Moore, 43. Come on, fellas, start pouring them in here. So, guys, like I said earlier, my granddaughter is visiting. My oldest boy, his wife, and the Peacemaker put in 59. Georgia Adventure, 75. Sog, 17. Sean, 56. Thrifty, 39. Thrifty won last week. He got some good stuff last week, didn't he?
What's that?
Thrifty won some good items last week.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. What was it that we gave away last week?
It was a Rough Rider and then the Mora. That Mora that Sharp Guy ATX had donated. So we're going to let this go for probably another 30, actually another 45 seconds. At 46 and a half, we'll cut it off. That way everyone had about 2 minutes. The Mora Pathfinder is what Thrifty won.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. And wasn't there another one as well?
Yeah, it was a Rough Rider, 1407. I forget the model of it. It reminded me of a little bird and trout knife. And Thrifty, you could probably chime in here and let us know what the Rough Rider was. And I'm sure he'll be talking about it tomorrow on RJ's Live. So, guys, be sure to check out RJ's Live tomorrow, 10:30 Pacific time. I know Thrifty is always on there every week. So, guys, we got 3 seconds left. He said, yeah, RR 1407. All right, guys, it's over. So, what was the number?
Is it all over? Ready to go?
Over. Yeah, we're done. Number 3.
Number 3.
I'm going to guess that was your basketball number.
No, it's actually my father's. He passed away, but his favorite number.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sharp Guy ATX had 16. So we need to see if there's, and Gerbs, if you can help, if there are any numbers lower than 16. Sog had 17.
So let me check here as well. So I actually did my favorite number last week, and the week before did my number this week.
And it's funny because Sharp Guy is the one who donated the items last week. So if he wins this week, that's awesome.
What does Sharp Guy have?
16. I don't think there's any lower than 16, is there?
No, there's not. The next one was 17 by Sawgrunt, but 16 is the lowest.
Yeah.
Wow. See how that works? He gave away last week, and now he's getting something this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing lower than 16.
Someone said Mimo 2.
What's that?
Someone said Mimo had the number 2. Oh, Michael Morgan 2. So, but I don't know if his come in after we cut it off. So it looks like Sharp Guy says Michael Morgan 2. Is that correct, everybody? Sharp Guy, or is that what we're saying? Mike Morgan 2, BNA. I may not seen that. It may not come in on our end fast enough.
I didn't see it yet.
But even Slip Joint's saying Michael Morgan 2. Sharp Guy, are you cool with that? Come on, give us some comments.
Gerb says he was just after the stop.
Oh, okay. So it does look like Sharp Guy did win. So, yeah. James Stork says, yeah, Mike won. Oh, and Sharp Guy even says Mike Morgan was in. So we'll send it to Michael Morgan. So, guys, Mike, if you can go to my homepage, and in the bio, you can just shoot me your address. My email address is in the bio section of my page. So you just hit more. I think you just hit more, and it'll scroll down, and you'll be able to see my email address. So you just shoot me your mailing address, and I'll get those things out Monday or Tuesday to you. Actually, it'll have to be Tuesday because Monday's a holiday.
So Michael Morgan won that, correct?
Yep. Yeah, because Sharp Guy even said that his comment was in that this stuff works a little weird. Like some people can see comments in time and other people can't. Yeah. So and Sharp Guy was the closest, so yeah.
He was close enough to it anyway, so
yeah. Hey, we're all about the people here.
Yeah, we are. Hey, Mike.
Happy hour live chat. So yeah, congrats to Mr. Morgan. Just give me your mailing address and I will get that stuff right out to you. So guys,
who's BNA?
I don't know.
Because Mike,
he said he was playing for Brand New American. So it looks like someone needs to give me Brand New American's mailing address.
This got confused quick.
Yeah. So Brand New American. It looks like Mike was playing for you. So if you want to go into my bio on my homepage and just expand that, you will see my email address and just put your mailing address in there. So
he was playing for Brand New American. So Brand New American's getting it.
Yep, that's correct. I got no problem with that. As long as it gets out to a supporter, it doesn't matter to me how you guys want to do it.
That's right.
Yep. We'll send her out to whoever they want it to.
Congratulations, BNA.
Yes, sir. So, guys, we got that stuff, but so that's going to go to Brand New American. Again, we got the pin. Thanks to PNW Fun Stuff. We got the Mora Basic 511. It's carbon steel. And then we got this Ozark Trail. I got this right after Christmas. It was on the sale rack. But, I mean, I realize these ain't the highest quality thing, but you could take that and throw it in your car or a tackle box or something, and you can just have it in case of emergency or something. But,
I understand. Around here for something here. But you know what happened? What it is I have a lot of my personal stuff here. I have to start getting some things for giveaways, and I'm going to do that.
Hey, it's cool. I'm going to pick up some stuff at the next flea market. That'll probably be about 2 weeks from now, and I'll pick up some more of them more basic 511s and some other stuff. And I'm going to do a giveaway probably for my 1,000 sub, but I'll do that after I hit 1,000. And I might integrate it with this live. I just don't know yet. I want to think and try to do something outside the box. I really don't want to promote a video on a giveaway because when you do that, you just have a ton of people who aren't part of the community.
Yeah.
Where I want to get, like, if I go out and buy a case pocket knife, because that's probably what I'll get. I mean, let's be honest, it'll probably be a case knife with some other stuff. You know, I don't want that going to someone who just subscribed to me for that. I send it to them, and then they unsub to. I'd rather go to these guys, you know, these guys who are sending us stuff, supporting us, coming on the live for 90 minutes on a Saturday evening.
Yep.
I think that's who deserves it.
I don't think that I'll ever do that again. I think that, well, it's not fair because you have these guys that are here right now, you know, all these Michael Morgan, Peacemaker, Sean, Sogra, all you guys, right?
Yeah.
A giveaway, and you have somebody that, because I heard that they specifically just look for giveaways. Certain people, they just look for giveaways. So they subscribe to you, they get the knife, they unsubscribe, and you'll never see them again. I'd rather go to somebody that's like we're all communicating with right now. Someone with.
And I liked how Georgia does his. He done his earlier today and said, hey, at 3:00 tomorrow, it's going to be shut off. And I don't think he really advertised it or anything. So it's basically going to be people in this community. I would assume that's going to win those items. And he is so deserving of that anyway. And it needs to go to someone, you know. So, and like I said, I'll probably do mine, you know, maybe the live, maybe I'll do something in a video and say, hey, since you're watching a video, it's halfway through. Put the number 54 in the comments, and whoever does that, you can always just do it by those comments. Do that. And Sawgrunt says, damn trolls. It's funny because the person who won mine never got back to me, and the person who won Boston's never got back to him. So I did a redraw, and thank God when I did my redraw that Sawgrunt won because, you know, I love his content, and I was talking to him pretty frequently back and forth in the comments. So it was great to. You know, and then he did a video of him getting it, opening it up, showing each blade, and he done like 3 or 4 videos just on that giveaway. So that's what I'm talking about. Something right there like, yeah, it's just awesome when it happens.
Guys, I want to talk about something for a minute. There's a YouTube creator on here. I talked about it before. Tristan Barnett and Sean Fleming. He knows Tristan. And actually, Sean, in the last couple lives, he was asking, you know, just about Tristan and things like that. But Tristan and Sean have a very good relationship. I don't think I've ever showed you guys this knife, but here's a knife that Tristan made for me. This is a knife made out of a Nicholson file. that he makes himself. He makes all his own knives. He's really good at it. I'm gonna try to get this in here. You guys can see the Nicholson file he used. This is an old Nicholson file, and he puts this together. This is walnut, I believe, walnut handles here. You can see where he pins them in place, and he really does a good job, guys. I don't know if I've ever shown this on the live before. I may have, but I just wanted to show you guys again. Again, his name is Tristan Barnett. He goes by his regular name. But just a great knife. He gave this to me for Christmas, and I just thought I would share this with you guys. But a really nice knife that I got from him. Check him out if you get a chance. Like I said, he makes his own. He makes knives. He sells knives and things like that. And if you guys are looking for some stag, he puts stag on 119 handles. He'll get you 119. He'll take off the phenolic handle. He'll put stag on it, and he can really hook you up. But here's a knife, like I said, that he made for me out of an old Nicholson file. Really cool.
And guys, here's kind of what I'm talking about. Mike Curtis won the Mike Morgan giveaway. So that's what we're talking about. You know, people in the community who's supporting, that's who I want. And I'm sure Boston feels the same way because that's who he picked to get his stuff. Getting the stuff in the hands of the people. And I think Jersey Knife Guy is putting together some type of a giveaway where he's going to have like 2 or 3 winners. Hey, we got El Cap Addict in the house.
What's up,
guys? El Cap's in the house.
In the house.
So, guys, I want to show something. This ain't even my knife. My one-legged friend who works at the gas station each morning. The guy is, I'd say he's probably 60. He was in an accident and lost one of his legs. But he gets up at 4 a.m. to go work at the Casey's General Store because he just likes talking to people and loves just being out and about. So, you know, he's able to work there 15, 20 hours a week. And but he's got this white knuckler. I never even heard of one of these. It's got white knuckler across the sheath there. I'm going to blow myself up here real quick. I always forget to do that when I got a knife out. But I've never, not really familiar with these. But look, I mean, the sheath is pretty killer. You know, we got the writing on the back of it. I don't even know what's that say. It says, made in the USA.
Look at that bad boy.
And it's a scout carry. Let me turn around to where you guys can see it's a scout carry type sheath. But the knife, I'd never seen one of these, but he tried to sharpen it and kind of messed it up. So he's wanting me to repair it. But this is what it looks like. So you guys see the scratches he put in this. So if you guys ever watched my very first YouTube video I ever did, it's of me cleaning up and fixing an old marbles knife. So I'm going to probably do the same thing with this knife. I'll take it from probably 120 grit all the way to 2,000 wet sandpaper. I'll have to tape it up here, but then I'll convex this, and then I'll probably even put a V-edge past that convex and just get this looking brand new for him. But, you know, he admitted that I think he had put it in an electric sharpener, and it just kind of marred up the blade. Then he took a Dremel to try to fix that marring, and he made it even worse. So, you know, hey, I'll help him out, see what I can do with it. I'll get it looking spick and span for him. So I just had never seen one of those. I don't know if anyone's familiar with white knucklers. Sog, he says he's got 2 white knucklers. So yeah, guys. Hey, guys, questions. If you guys, hey, ask us some questions. If you guys want to know a little bit more about us, if you guys got anything on your mind you want to say or ask,
love
throw it out there.
Yeah, Q&A, guys. If you guys want to do anything like that, we just thought we'd try something new.
Yeah, because I also thought about doing a Q&A video. You know, I know some other people have done those where there's like, I think I've seen Richter and someone else do one where it's like, hey, ask some questions in a future video, I'll answer them. And I even had questions for him, and he even did the answer for mine. I think him and Doom Crew and a couple other people have actually done that type. And that'd be cool for me to sit out on my stump and just kind of answer those questions. So let's see what Jerb's got. How'd y'all get some damn fine? Well, I didn't always look like this. Trust me. 6 years ago, I looked horrible, bud.
I got makeup on.
Yeah, I was 373 pounds 6 years ago. But guys, I got the official Big J apparel. Got my new shirt.
I like that. I got the Boston on today, guys.
Yeah. So Sharp Guy ATX actually puts which famous person y'all people say you remind them of. Always this third baseman I think that played for all Atlanta Braves. I even forget the guy's name, but always people in school be like, "Hey, you look like the third baseman from the Braves." But like I said, I can't remember the guy's name.
There's a country singer that my wife always says that I remind that I look like. I'm trying to think of his name. I can't think of it. Some country singer. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, North Star Knife Reviews is in the house. I love his content as well, man. That guy is so down to earth.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's the type of guy. When him and Tom did that on Tom's Live, those two need their own show together, just separate. You know how Slippy and Thrifty got theirs.
Thrifty says Boston looks like.
I seen that actually. I couldn't click on it fast enough to get it put up there.
I love it. I love it.
Man. Thrifty is so funny. Him and Slippy doing those shows, man.
I love it, man.
Sean wants to know about the dog. The dog is doing great, man. As you can see in the video, she's walking around on her own now, and the puppy is crazy, but yeah, the golden retriever is getting a lot better. So I'm really glad for that. We just got to get the other ACL done now. We want to give her a break from having 2 surgeries back to back. So I'm just kind of letting her heal and do her own thing for a little bit and see how that works out. But
she's doing better then, huh?
Oh yeah, you've seen her in the video in that
yeah.
video where I made the fire. She was out there with me with that. We don't want her running around because she still has one ACL it's tore, but she still walks pretty good on it. So, but man, having one done and then having another one done right after that, we want to give her some time to kind of like be a dog, for a little bit this summer and maybe once end of fall hits, that way because she's going to be indoors a lot anyway. So maybe do it then. So we'll just see how it works out.
So Sean Fleming said, when are you guys going to get clothing merchandise? So Big J actually already got some.
It's trash, though. I don't like it. I mean, I paid money for this, and all they did was take that sticker logo and put it on the where your pocket goes. It really needs something on the back. So I got to work with someone else, or maybe do the same company. Be like, hey, I need something. I know Sog did his that QR code. He has a QR code on the back of his, has people walking up to him taking pictures of it so they can get to his channel. I actually sent Sog an email asking him a question about it.
So North Star Knife Reviews, I just wanted to say
yeah, he wants to do a sticker swap with you.
Yep, and also I seen that you tagged me earlier in a video, and I caught that, but I wasn't able to watch the video yet. I'll be watching that tonight. I was actually out today doing the lawn and fixing up around the house, but I'm not sure what that was about, but I'll definitely be catching that tonight. And as far as a sticker swap, definitely. I got to get stickers out to everybody, guys, and I'm definitely happy to do that.
And North Star, thank you to all the vets for their service. Yes, definitely 100%. I back the vets. Anyone out there putting their life on the line like that and signing their name on a contract on the dotted line deserves all the respect I could give them. Definitely.
100%.
Yeah, man. So, guys, questions. Ask us some questions. Anything. As long as it ain't dirty or filthy or something too bad, we'll try to answer it. But, yeah.
Sog, thank you for sending him my address. I appreciate that, Sog.
Yeah, 22, never forget. That's, yes, very, yes. And if you watch all Choir Boys Outdoor, he always gives respect to them.
So George, he just said, Big J in Boston, who was your mentors?
I'll let you go first.
I'm trying to think my mentor. So, in any area, just any area.
Sure, just pick one.
You know, I'd probably say growing up, I would say I was into a lot of like martial arts and things like that. So, you know, I'm gonna go with just a lot of the karate guys, like Bruce Lee, but also boxing, Mike Tyson. You know, those type of people there. I always, growing up, I loved martial arts and boxing, and I actually did it for a while. And but yeah, I'd have to say Bruce Lee, Mike Tyson as far as boxing, Muhammad Ali, all the greats, Sugar Ray. But yeah, but if I was, to pick a specific one, I'd go with Tyson. He was just an animal. Prime Mike Tyson, man. He was just an animal, and I really like what he's become now. I don't know if you guys see, anything about Mike Tyson now, but he's totally different than how he used to be. He's very humbled now, and he lives his life completely different. And I really respect that. I watch a lot of his stuff now.
Yeah, as far as a mentor, me growing up, I'd have to say my football coaches. Actually, there was 3 of them, but yeah, my main coach Mike Lucas, defensive coach Jimmy Frazier. Those guys were real successful, and kind of like I had something. Well, I really don't want to get into it on here, but going into my 11th grade year, I was undetermined on what was going to happen, and my football coach, the head coach, as soon as he got back from his family vacation, he's like, "Dude, I heard what happened." He come to my house. He's like, "Don't care what anyone says. You're going to be there Monday. You're going to get equipment. We're getting you on the field." So, yeah, if it wasn't for that, it's hard to tell what really happened. But those guys just kind of showed you what it was like to be a man. Give something 110% focus, and it'll pay off for you. Kind of like kind of like anything I do in life. You're like, yeah, you talked to me there. I think you told me something a while back, like, hey, I can understand why because I just do stuff really quick. Like if I say I'm going to do something, I just get it done, get it out of the way. I can't procrastinate on it. And I think those guys kind of helped me with that. And for them showing me that, I kind of coached football for 10 years. And then I also ran the football program here for 3. So I'd have to say it was my football coaches. I still stay in touch with them. Every time I see them, there's actually I got a picture of me with one of them. So yeah, just those guys. And I'm going to tell you, we had a guy who went and played college ball from my high school, and he was I think 5 years older than me, and he got his first job out of college was working at the high school, and he was an offensive lineman, and he brought all those techniques and stuff with him and coached the line, and that's where I played. And I wouldn't have been nowhere as good as I was if it wasn't for him. I mean, practice would be over. We'd be out there for just the line would be out there for another hour with him. And so yeah, it was those guys. They taught me what it was like to be a man. They taught me work ethic. They taught me how to get stuff done. So that's who mine are. And Gerbs, I am not, or someone asked if I'm going to Blade Show. I'm not going to Blade Show. So
also we have favorite modern brand, both of you. That's from Thrifty Knifty.
Ooh, my favorite modern brand, man, I'm going to tell you. The one I carry the most, a modern knife. Man, I'm going to have to go with it's so hard, man. It's such a hard decision because you have so many of them. But I'm going to throw it out there and just say Spyderco, because you can get different varieties of them. You can get USA made ones. You can get something a little more their budget line. They're all going to come sharp as shit for you. And if you got a problem, you can't send it back. They might charge you $20, but they'll take care of it. So I'm going to say my most favorite modern is going to be Spyderco.
I'm not copying what he's saying. I was already going to say that, to be honest. Now, you would think that I would say Buck Knives, right? But here's where it differs is I love Buck Knives. You guys, look at the big Buck sign in the back. But I like the history of Buck as a whole. I like the history of Buck Knives. I like a lot of their older, just the history of them. I love the history of Buck. And but as far as a modern, I think Spyderco is doing great things. And I love that they're keeping it in the price range. When you look at but when you look at Benchmade, those prices are high. Those prices are very, very high. And when you see that you can get a similar knife, talking about last week, like the Bug Out, right? So the Benchmade Bug Out is going for X amount. And then they have the, what was it? What was the one there, Jay? The Hogue. the Hogue knife.
Yeah, Hogue Deca. Yeah.
The Hogue Deca, which has better steel. It's just a better lock. It's for less money. That just goes to show you how you paid for a name. And I really can't respect that too much.
Yeah.
But I really would say, I can't really pinpoint, but one of my favorite brands right now, modern, would be Spyderco. I'd go with Spyderco. And I already thought that. I have a bunch of Spyderco as well. I don't just have Bucks. My next brand I have is Spyderco. I have a bunch of them. Yeah. So.
And as far as budget, Civivi or Syncut, those are great budget options, and there ain't nothing wrong with them. So Mike Curtis, like I said, this guy will comment 10 minutes after if you put something up at 3 a.m. So I definitely want to get to his. Who is your favorite knife designer?
I'll let you go on that.
Oh, I was Mike Stewart from Bark River is as far as designs. Now, the guy can go off the rails on a Facebook post, but as far as like a design of a knife, I really love the designs that they can put together all the way back from where he done blackjack, when he went into marbles. If you look at some of the stuff that rolled into marbles during that time in between, because he was like vice president, I think, of marbles there for a while, and they put out some great stuff. And then what he's doing now at Bark River. But I think his son also has a hand in that. And they also are coming out with a gunny folder. A few people have them, but I hate to see what the price of those are going to be. So I'd say Mike Stewart's probably my favorite. As far as him going off the rails on people, I can't say nothing about that. But as far as like what he's putting together and what he puts into a knife, I'm going to say him.
I'm going to say, and I cannot think of his name, but you guys are going to correct me, but it's Cold Steel, the not the one now, but the one that's no longer, the guy that's no longer there anymore. What was his name, guys? Help me out here from Cold Steel. He's not there anymore, but I know you guys are going to help me out in the comments, but he just had his designs, some serious, great designs. Help me out in the comments. I don't know if you know a Big J.
I don't. Like I said, the only Cold Steel I own is the one that you sent me, which has that dang tip on it that'll.
Yeah.
You could do a blood transfusion with the tip of this thing, man.
Cold Steel is some other great knives. I have a bunch of Cold Steel as well, but I'm trying to think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but he's no longer there anymore. But the guy who was doing making the Cold Steel.
Yeah. So someone's saying Demko. Ray Laconico is a total body of work. I have individual knives.
No, Lynn Thompson. That's who it is. North Star Knife. Lynn Thompson. You got it.
Okay.
That's Lynn Thompson. Yep.
There we go.
So Lynn Thompson, that's my favorite knife designer. And I couldn't think of the name. And it's a shame that he's not doing what he's doing anymore. But he just made some great designs. And like I said, I love Cold Steel. I would say Cold Steel and Spyderco are my favorite modern knives right now. But
the locks on those things, those Cold Steels, that one you.
I mean, listen to that. Listen to this, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. And this is the American Lawman.
Oh yeah.
This is a great knife. Cold Steel's doing some big things, man. I love Cold Steel. But Lynn Thompson, that would be my favorite.
Yeah. Someone also put in here Tony Bowes. Now he does have some great stuff. He's the one who does a lot of the stuff with case knives. So, I think Mike Curtis put that on there. Mike Curtis has some crazy nice Tony Bowes blades that he does a lot of shorts on. So guys, his look great, man.
Zen Ali said, I'm going to ask again, Boston, have you seen the nickel silver bolster drop point 112 web exclusive? I have not. No, I haven't seen that. That sounds like something that I would love to see. I have not seen that. But I'll be checking that. I'll be looking into that, though.
Now, is that just on the Buck website that they're offering that? I'm sure it is, right?
It's probably just on Buck's website.
Yeah. And then we got Sean. He's asking about your flag that you have.
What's the flag in the background of Boston Blade? Is that a chest set box or recycled? So I have the American flag here, and then I got the Buck sign. I actually just got that Buck sign from that store that I go down to, guys. He gave it to me for free because I go in there so much. But you got the American flag and then the Buck sign there.
Now, something happened to my email. Now, I just seen this email from Brand New American. So, Brand New American, if you can email me again, I don't know what happened to the email that you just sent me. I had it open, and I just wanted to make sure I read it and had it all before we stopped the live because we got 15 minutes left. But if you could just send that to me one more time to make sure I get it, because sometimes my mail on my phone, I don't know, something just happens to it. It goes to La La Land. So, guys, Brand New American, please send that to me again to make sure I get it. And Michael Morgan says he goes with Sal Glesser, who is actually that's the one behind Spyderco as well. You know,
I'm also going to agree with Brand New American where where they're saying Cold Steel pocket clips are the worst. Though I think Cold Steel does need to work on their pocket clips as well. For example, you got this big knife, right? Now this is a big blade, right? Pretty decent size knife, and then look at the pocket clip on it.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. I'm not dogging it. It ain't the worst, right? But they are very tight. They will rip up your pants a little bit. But yeah, I see where you're going with that is what I'm going to say.
I tell you what, every knife I buy that's like a modern knife, I always got to put a deep pocket carry clip on it. I don't know why. Like if we look at this 940, I immediately reach out to Benchmade, send me a deep pocket carry clip because they'll actually send you a factory Benchmade one. Of course, they charge you for it, but I love for my knives to ride deep. So these, my Spydercos, all of them, I just got to put them on there. I don't know why, but it's just something I have to do. And then I broke out Little BigJ's. I was in his room earlier looking for something. I even forget what it was, but I looked on top of his shelf. So Little BigJ's got this Mini Freak, Benchmade Mini Freak.
Nice.
Man, I got this for him for his 18th birthday. It comes with a deep pocket carry clip. It's got a really nice rubberized type handle on it, so it's just a fantastic blade. I wanted to give him something when he turned 18 that he'd have probably for the rest of his life, and it was kind of like a manly type gift. So I got him this, and I thought, I'm going to show it on my live tonight.
Hey,
show me that I spread the love to my boys.
Can you blow that up? I want to see that knife.
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
There we go.
So if you look, I got him a deep pocket carry clip as well. Reach out to Benchmade, had it sent. Got this over at Bass Pro over in Peoria, Illinois.
That's nice.
Yeah, they got the regular Freak, but man, that thing is pretty big.
That's a great knife.
He's more into something a little more sleek and smaller. He's not into the big, huge knives. He likes something that's pretty discreet.
Yep.
So he's actually one that turned me on to Civivi. He had me order him an Elementum because he was in welding class. And of course, anyone who's got a pocket knife, people ask, "Hey, let me see your knife." And they kept borrowing this, and he's like, "You gotta get me something cheaper because I'm gonna lose. Someone's gonna borrow it and just not give it back." So I got him that there. Or I got him a Civivi Elementum.
Are they still making that knife?
This Mini Freak? I'd say so. It's probably going to run you a lot more than what I paid for this one. I think this one was 125 maybe when I got it, but I don't know what they are now. It's right. Really hard to tell. All right. I think I got that message from Brand New American, so I think we're going to be good to go. Yeah, I've got it now. Thank you very much. I saved it. I took a screenshot of it. Now, Georgia Adventure. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. He is saying Shane Adams from Essie. So, Essie puts out some great stuff. As you know, that you got the Azula. I got the Azula too. Georgia Adventure's got the Azula too. Actually, Georgia's got quite a few Essies. and he's actually taken our classes, so he probably knows these guys personally, honestly.
Yeah, I love Etsy. From what I've seen from them so far, they're great.
Oh yeah, I think he got a gift from that Randall down there. I think that someone just gifted him a knife. So, from him taking him class. Sometimes when you take the classes, you pay for them. At the end of them, you get a knife for attending the class. But I think he actually got a knife gifted to him from someone at one of those classes. So you can't beat that, man. And again, Georgia Adventure, please go watch his video that he put out earlier today. You guys will love it. And EDC Chiefs, he's going to be shutting down his Etsy page while he does his move. I want to spread the word about that. He's only going to be down for about a week and a half. So after that, fire it back up. Go support him. He's wanting to roll that into more of a business type. And I think he said since he started promoting that on YouTube, I think his business has quadrupled, he said. So you can't, that just goes to show the power of the community and how well we support one another. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I really can't. I can't get over this. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't.
They're amazing. Like the amount of you can just tell that he thought about kind of everything that kind of went into these.
Yeah. I mean, because I use something like this every day on the job, but I don't use something. I use just a notebook. To have something like this is gonna. I really will enjoy it.
And Georgia says they take your knife away before survival class. So you go down there for their class and they take your knife away. Like, hey, give that to me. We don't want you cheating, man. So, guys, any more questions? Guys, ask us some questions, man. Saw Grunt, he's got something to say. Thank you guys for another great live, and thanks for all your support. No problem at all, Saw. I love watching your videos. I love watching you throwing out there. It makes me want to get out in the sunlight so bad when I see you in them shorts and tank tops, man. Or them cut-off sleeves.
That's something that I got to start doing, too. Get outside. I did a little short outside today, but I got to do a video outside. Weather's getting nicer now. I'm going to be putting out a video tonight. But getting outside, I love watching Sog because he does that Sog run. And
oh, yeah. It makes me so jealous.
I know. I'm telling you. But yeah. I mean, getting outside it's the nicer weather's here, so that's something that I want to do, and I think you're already doing it, Big J.
Yeah. It's just we still got wind, but I don't care if it's windy. You just got to listen to it. I'm sorry, I don't have a professional mic with the little windbreaker. I'll get one of those. It's got to give me time. I got to learn this stuff. But North Star said Joe Flowers from Condor is cool, and Condor they put out some great blades, and I think they're a lot of them are in 1095 or 1075, but I think they're made in El Salvador, but everyone who gets their blades just rave on them. I see those things everywhere, those Condor blades. So
North Star Knife Review said, hey, Boston, if Buck didn't exist, what would be your favorite brand? So, yeah, like I said, it would be either the Spyderco or Cold Steel brand. And then also Thrifty Knifty said, where'd you get that Buck sign?
I was getting ready to put that up.
Yeah, so I got that sign on the store that I frequent. I buy a lot of blades from him, and whenever I go in there, he just he's gifted me so many things over the few years that I've been going down there. So he gifted that to me. It's actually a really nice sign.
Yeah, and then everyone's saying move down south. I even got my wife saying tell Big J we need to move down south. Yeah, I retire 6 months after you, so just let's be patient. We only got about 9 years left. So after that, we are Splitsville, bud. We're getting out of here.
Get out of Windy City.
Yeah, taxed to death, and it's always windy, and the snow's blowing 90 mile an hour in your ear. It's horrible, man. I don't like it at all.
9 more years. Sarah saying 9 more years.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, maybe before then. I don't know. I just know I'm not working past 56. I'm not doing it. I don't care if I got to. I could always make money doing some bull crap like this on the side or something, and I'll push carts at Walmart. I don't care. As long as it's in decent weather, get me outside. Hey, I'll go round up your carts and bring them in. I don't care.
My uncle was doing that. He retired and was doing that for a little while.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. He lives down in South Carolina, so.
Yeah. And LCAP says Joker Knives is another brand I consider that's similar to models to a lot of the Condor. Yes, he is correct. I think those are made in Spain. So I think Condor is El Salvador, and I think Joker is Spain. I could be wrong, but I try to keep up on stuff like that. And Georgia Adventure saying Roll Tide. Yeah, I was actually talking to my wife today about. She's like, well, where are these people from? And I just like, well, Doom Crew lives down in Alabama. She's like, well, what's Alabama like? I'm like, it's probably pretty nice compared to this place. So,
yeah, you guys always have wind, huh?
oh yeah, it's horrible, man. It's I hate it.
Yeah. What do you
That's
call
what
it?
happens when you follow the money. You follow the money, you end up somewhere like this. It's like, oh, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. Zin Ali says, I'd never live anywhere. If your car breaks down, you might die from hypothermia. That could happen here, bud. Not going to lie.
Oh, you must be way down south somewhere, huh?
Oh, I don't know where he's at, but it's, yeah. And North Star says, yes, El Salvador and Spain is where those are. And I don't know either one of those, so I guessed correctly.
South America.
Yeah. So anybody else got any questions? We got about 5 minutes left. Yeah, Mike Curtis is in Alabama too, because I think Doom Crew was telling me that Mike's just right somewhere near him. So yeah.
North Star Night Reviews. No bad weather, only bad clothes.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I
live in Minnesota. What do you say? But I live in Minnesota, or I live in Alabama before I live in Alabama.
Hey, my thing is I don't want to be able to see a neighbor. You put me 5 miles away from somebody.
Yeah.
That's my jam right there, man.
Me too, though. That's what I eventually would like to have. Yeah.
Yeah. I like doing pew pew stuff.
Huh?
I like doing pew pew things. Pew pew. I
Yep.
like doing stuff like that, and I like big fires.
Yep.
Or tannerite. I don't know if you can say that, but I like stuff like that. So if you got neighbors, they don't like that, and I like doing it at all hours of the day. So
I would just like it for the simple fact that you don't have someone right over you. You know what I mean? Just cars going down the street. I would love to have 10 miles apart, whatever it is, 3 miles.
Yeah, you could hear in my video I put up the other day that guy at the stop sign who was revving his engine, like I said, Indianapolis 500.
Yeah.
And there's a little kid park right there, and he's over there. Idiot, man. Just
put over. They do it over here too.
Yeah.
Sarah said more chickens.
Oh, that's what we need. Yeah. We're actually, well, I don't even want to say it, but we got more than we should have now. Not because we can't take care of them, because of code enforcement and stuff like that.
Georgia, no neighbors at my new place. My daughter lives behind me on 152 acres.
Oh, man.
That's awesome. That's beautiful right there.
He'll thrive there. Just your quality of life somewhere like that. You got 152 acres. You're out there walking it. You're just like Kirby Creek's video where he's out there just on his property walking around. To me, my quality of life would go through the roof, I believe, if I was somewhere like that.
Yeah. Think about that. 152 acres. That's like it's your own little your own little city.
It would be gated.
Not city, but huh?
It would be gate. If I had it, there'd be a gate at the end of the driveway. Don't come in unless you call.
Right.
And I'll come down and get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia says he's getting chickens, and I actually talked to Boston about him getting some chickens, and he was asking me some advice on. They're actually, they can thrive. You really don't need a lot for them. Just some food and some heated water during the winter, and we got pretty rough winters here, and we've only lost 2. But it didn't die because they were cold. They got sick and died, and I paid $1 for them at Rural King.
Yeah, because
3 years ago.
My neighbors, they have a little coop and some chickens next door. Right? I went down to what is it? Tractor Trailers. They were for like $5, $3.
Oh yeah,
$5, $3. But that's something that I would do. I would do that. I would love to have.
Yeah, it's great. Like I come in the morning and make eggs and stuff, and that clean protein, man, it's worth it.
Right. Yeah, fresh. Right.
All right, guys. Well, we're at an hour and a half. We hit our 90 minutes tonight. We're going to work on a guest for next week. We were talking that kind of before this live, so we'll be reaching out to to someone to be a guest for next week. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for coming along for the ride. The little bit of Q&A we did, it's kind of fun doing that stuff out kind of outside the box. And want to remind everyone it is Memorial Day weekend, so be sure to give thanks for that, and be safe. Celebrate, but be safe. Don't do anything too crazy out there. But guys, again, thank you so much for the support. Again, I'm at 953 subs, trying to hit that 1,000 sub mark. But yeah, guys, we're just going to keep riding until the wheels fall off of it. Boston, I'll let you sign us off here.
Yeah, guys, same thing. Just have a good time this weekend. Be safe, but have a good time. And yeah, I'm right behind Jay, man. What I mean is I'm pushing for him. He's almost at 1,000. What are you at? 953, Jay?
953. Yep.
Yeah, so he's almost there. So he's right around that corner, and we're gonna have to when he hits that 1,000, fireworks are gonna go off.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, guys. Anyways, enjoy the weekend. I appreciate all you guys as always, and we'll work on a guest for next week, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Take care, guys.